The honourable member for Windsor West.
Mr. Speaker, I rise today on behalf of my New Democratic colleagues to remember the late Chuck Strahl, who I served with for several years. Let me begin by extending my deepest condolences to Mark, the member for Chilliwack, Hope, and also to the family and friends of Chuck Strahl, and thank you for sharing him with this place, with our Canada. We are better for it. Mr. Strahl's legacy is well known. First elected as a member of the Reform Party, Mr. Strahl was also a member of the Canadian Alliance. He was also leader of the Democratic Representative Caucus and then a cabinet minister in the Conservative government of Stephen Harper. Mr. Strahl also served as Deputy Speaker and Chairman of the Committee of Whole. That is quite a record, Mr. Speaker, for political parties. The fact that Mr. Strahl was elected and served under all these political affiliations is a real testament to his effectiveness as a member of Parliament and his effectiveness as a person who made contributions in this chamber every single day. I also wish to point out that during his time as Minister of Indian Affairs and Northern Development, he helped negotiation to the Shawanese First Nations final agreement, and that was between the First Nations, Canada, and BC, which outlines the nation's jurisdiction, doing something that hadn't been done before. Mr. Speaker, it is important to note that Mr. Strahl served in his various cabinet portfolios after he was diagnosed with lung cancer as the result of his exposure to asbestos many years prior. Upon announcing his diagnosis, Mr. Strahl said, and I quote, "Cancer is a serious disease, but those of us who diagnosed with cancer don't want to be rushed off the playing field and sidelined any time too soon." And he did that every day as he worked here. Sadly, he has lost his fight with cancer last month, but he is respected in this chamber to this day by all political opponents. He was actually appointed Trudeau Mentor in 2012, joined the Trudeau Foundation Board of Directors in 2014 until stepping down in November of 2016. Let me end by quoting a cabinet colleague of his, someone also I served with, John Baird, and I quote, "Strahl was amongst the best, honourable, decent and respectable people I have ever met. His good nature and infectious humour will be missed." I couldn't agree, Mr. Speaker, more. Thank you very much to the Strahl family for sharing Chuck with all of us for Canada.